Recording. There we go. There we go. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome. You are about to hear about the hottest lifestyle membership on the planet. People are so excited about this information. So, if you have not gotten your guests on, it is not too late. Please text them now and say, I got something you got to hear. I do not want you to miss this. Tonight, we're talking about saving money. We're talking about making money. We're talking about traveling the world for pennies on the dollar, creating our own economy. So let's get right into it because the gentleman who I'm about to introduce, let me tell you, his reputation precedes him. He is a social media influencer. He is a world traveler. He is an entrepreneur. But in our world right here tonight, he is our newest three-star director. So I need y'all to unmute and make some noise for
Whoop,
Mr.
whoop, whoop,
Richie
whoop,
Skye,
whoop.
our newest
All right,
Yes.
three-star
Richie.
director.
Congratulations.
Hey,
Congratulations.
Richie!
Congratulations,
Awesome,
Richie.
awesome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Awesome.
Richie.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Richie.
If
Richie.
he can,
Yes.
you can. If he can, you can. Awesome, awesome. Just crossed over the
Absolutely.
threshold. We are
Proud of you,
excited.
proud of you.
Yes, show him the way. Show him the way, Richie. Well, guys, I told Richie today, I said, man, people love hearing you deliver this information. They love that smooth, suave voice of yours. But most importantly, they just love the real authenticness of the information and how you deliver it. So, Richie, I'm turning it over to you so you can make it make sense to everyone. The floor is yours.
All right. First of all, I just want to say thank you to y'all. Like that really means a lot to me. I remember just last year, y'all, it's been about a year since I started this, and I have grown by leaps and bounds. And I just want to say, first of all, thank you, Tia, and also thank you, Boomy, for just all of the care, all of the support, all of the words of encouragement. Y'all have just been like, it's kind of like you have these mentors slash like sisters that are there to help you along the way and to hold your hand. And that's really what this community is all about. So I want to say thank you, Boomy. Thank you, Tia. Y'all have just made my life even more special, as well as this community, y'all. So listen, a little bit about me, real quick. I am someone, I've been a DJ, I have been a social media influencer, I have been a news personality, I have done reality TV. I have, like you, lived a lot of different lives in these past few decades, right? So, right now, where I'm at in my life, I'm really looking for a couple of things. I am looking to travel more. All right. I'm looking to make more money. I'm looking to save more money. I'm looking for options and I'm looking for opportunities. And if you have found yourself in the same space in life, then I want you to know that you are in the right place with the right people at the right time. Okay. So I want to say, go ahead, sit down, grab yourself a pen, or just get yourself in a space where you can really devour this information. And I want to also get some feedback from you in the chat before we begin. I want to know for you if this is your first time here, if you've been back a second or a third time, or even if you have been a member for a little while or a long while. I want to know what brought you here. Was it the travel that you hear so much about, that we talk about? Was it the savings that a lot of us are really talking about that a lot of people just don't know about? Or is it the opportunity to make more money than you did last year? If you could just write down in the chat which one of those drove you here tonight or initially, let me know in the chat. And if it was all three, feel free to let me know that it was all three things. I just want to know because it helps inform our discussion. Because for me, again, like I said, I was looking for five things, right? And this just so happened to meet all five of those criteria for me. I was somebody that was traveling all last year, and I remember getting this DM from Tia because I had posted about a trip to Mexico. I see your comments, all three, all three, all three, all three things. Yes, all three for me, all three. First time here, it's all three. Mia Collins, all three. I was looking for travel and residual income, but residual was number one. Truly, truly wanted to find a way to make more money and create my own economy. Okay, you guys are in the right place. So again, I was posting about my travels. I had a young lady, Tia Santiago, as you guys may have heard in the beginning. She hit me up in my DMs, y'all. It was just a DM. It was as simple as that. And she said, I think you're spending too much for your travels. And I was like, okay, tell me more. I liked the little challenge that she gave me. And I was intrigued, you know. But I want to say to you, it was as simple as a DM, a few words, y'all. And hello, Hazel, first time here. A few words, y'all, in my DM. And that was all it took to get me hooked. She hooked me right then and there with something that I wanted to hear. And so I expressed that to you tonight that sometimes all it takes is a simple DM, a simple suggestion, listening to people talk about what it is that they're really looking for and understanding what their needs are and helping them meet their needs. And that's what Tia did. And so what she introduced me to is something that I'm going to have the privilege of introducing you to, and that is Travorium. It is a lifestyle travel membership, y'all. So it says here travel more, travel better, and travel for less, but it really should say live more, live better, and live for less because that's what we're able to do here. We have found a way with this membership to live our lives for half off and to get paid in the process. And I'm going to tell you how. But first, I just want to give you a little bit of background about the company, the CEO and founder, David and Adela Hart, right here. We were able to actually meet with them just a few weeks ago when they came here to Maryland. For those of you guys who don't know, I reside here in Maryland as well. And it was just such a privilege and an honor to be able to meet the CEO because a lot of times you have memberships with like Costco or AAA, or you even have like certain credit cards that you have like all of these perks to, but you never ever gotten the chance to meet the owners unless you've just been that lucky. And we get the opportunity to have conversations with them at least what twice, if not more than that per year. And we'll likely see them all again when a lot of us go to Orlando in January. So if you are with us, we would love to have you with us in Orlando because that is going to be a time, excuse me, and that's February, at the end of February. So you guys want to be here for that. But beyond that, y'all, we are in over 80 countries. So this membership can take you all over the planet. I don't know if you guys heard at the beginning of the call, but we have people here not only from the US, but Australia. We have people in Africa. We have people in Southeast Asia. Actually, Tia is in Southeast Asia right now. She's in Thailand. Taking the call from Thailand. It's about 7 in the morning there, and she is still with us, y'all. So I want you to know that this thing really truly is worldwide, and it has been around since 2013. The problem for a lot of you is if this is your first time, this you probably never heard about it, right? Because the membership is exclusive, y'all. That's what we really love about this is people don't know about it because somebody has to share it with you in order for you to find out about it. And that is why you're here tonight. Somebody thought enough of you to share this with you, to bring this with you because they wanted you to see what is either changing their lives or changing their bank accounts or likely both, right? And of course, we have this quote here from the great Warren Buffett. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And for those of you guys that said you were here for money or all three, then you are in the right place. Now, how do we do this? How does this all work? How does this membership work? Well, we leverage the travel industry, which is a $10 trillion industry, y'all. What does that mean? Do y'all know that this is one of the biggest industries in the world, right? So for me, when we talk about making money, right, and we talk about working in spaces where there is money, we look at what's happening around the world with AI and how AI is taking over the job markets. It's literally putting people out of work. But guess what, y'all? We are in the business of people and places, and we have the opportunity now to do something that really is has nothing to do with AI at this point. People will always need to travel, to congregate, to celebrate, to entertain each other, and to live their lives. That is something that we help people do for a lot less. And again, because this is estimated to reach $15 trillion, We have our fingertips on the pulse of what is going to be a global rainstorm of money for us, an opportunity for us, our families, and as we can tell you about in just a little bit, future generations. So stick around for it because this thing it moves like crazy. So what do we get access to? Resorts, hotels, cruises, car rentals, parks, tours, activities. We get access to all of that with discounts. These are wholesale rates that we're going to be getting for ourselves and our families. But it's really a travel membership at the core, right? It's a travel membership. So you will get your two vacations every 12 to 14 months. You will get travel points that you can use right away. You will be able to book at better than travel agent rates. And this is a business opportunity where you can earn residual income, which sounds really nice. At this point that I'm at, thank God I've been blessed enough to be able to get to the point to make $70 per day in my sleep, whether I do anything or not, right? So when I'm on vacation, when I'm just waking up in the morning, I can literally check into my membership and see that $70 per day. When you do the math on that, that is at a baseline 2,100 extra dollars per month in my pocket that I just had to wake up to. That was what I wake up to. And that's a really, really good feeling. And it can literally be yours as well. And we're going to tell you how. Not to mention the savings, y'all. There is so much that you're going to be able to save on with this membership from your car insurance to your cell phone bills. And we'll tell you all about that in just a little bit. So stick around, lean in, and let's really get into this thing. I told you guys earlier that we are leveraging the travel industry. We have relationships with more than 2 million hotels and resorts around the world. So, as you can see, this thing, like I said, it is indeed worldwide. And I'm going to give you some prime examples. If you were to look online for a 9 night stay in Miami at this particular hotel, when you find that rate online, you're going to see it for $4,463. But no, 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 that's not what we're paying. In our membership, when we look into our membership portal, we're going to see rates like $2,326. That's what we see. Or let's say we want to go to Vegas and we have to spend the night there. We have a long layover. We have family there. You want to go to the casino for the night. You want to just stop over in Vegas on your way to someplace else, but you need a hotel room for the night. And you look online and you see a rate of $293, but because you have this membership, you're only paying $15, and that's with taxes and fees. Or another example, you can either, if you wanted to go to San Diego, and we all love San Diego. If you've never been, it is beautiful, peaceful, serene. So that's why a 6 night stay can run you $5,000. But for us, we don't pay that. No, no. When we look in our membership, we see $1,900. These are the types of savings that we see on an everyday basis for everything that we want in our lives, right? If we want to go to dinner, we no longer have to pay just the price that we see at the restaurant. No, we have options. We can look in our membership, we can check the zip code of the area that we're in, and we can literally find deals in our area or areas where we're going to be so that we don't have to pay full price for things that we used to pay full price for. And we have a saying here that friends don't let friends pay retail. We don't let you do that. That's why you're here. Now, one of the signature things that we have in our membership are the getaways. For those of you guys, I want to ask a question. Has anybody here ever had a timeshare before? Please let me know. Please let me know because I got a story for you real quick. So, because of this thing right here that we have, we're able to get access to condos and timeshares. And like I said, please put it in the chat if you've ever had ever had a timeshare. You ever been to a timeshare presentation? Let me tell you something you already know. You already know. Let me tell you, I went home this a couple of weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago? And I saw my mom's maintenance fee for the timeshare that she and my dad purchased decades ago in Orlando. Now, this thing was thousands of dollars. Mind you, they could only go one time every other year in the month of November, right? The week after Thanksgiving. That's their time. Now, my dad has since passed in December. So this maintenance fee is left to my mom to have to pay every single year. That maintenance fee is $1,000, y'all. $1,000. How come when I go into our membership portal, I can see that same timeshare? The last time we looked, it was $1 in our time in our membership. It was $1 for 7 days. And so, as an example, what you can see here, 8 days, 7 nights in a two-bedroom suite. It's two bedrooms, y'all, that we have. So at the most, we've had six people in that timeshare at one during 1 week. So what you can now think to yourself is for six people, you can take them down to Orlando, Florida, and you can pay $142. That is not per day. That is per 8 day stays, right? So you can stay that entire week for $142, or you could do the same thing in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. I don't know if you're a fan of Mexico. I don't know if you're a fan of Puerto Vallarta, Cancun or Cabo. I love Cabo, and you can do this in a one bedroom suite for 8 days and 7 nights at $149. Or the Canary Islands. When I tell you that we saw Orlando, my parents' exact timeshare, to be honest, to be for real with you, for $1 for that week. You can see here you can do the Canary Islands for $7 for the entire week. For the entire week. Let's move on because we got something else for you. Just in case you ain't really figured out what this thing can do yet, we have what we call our world tours. Y'all, these are going to be, hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. Before we take flight on this plane that I'm about to take y'all on, if I were to tell you right now, we can go anywhere in the world, I would love to know if I told you to pack a bag and meet me at the airport now, can you put in the chat where you would want to go? I just want to see something because it helps inform me, like, again, where to direct our conversation. And I'm somebody who likes to really make this thing personal because I really want you to see where you can be, right? Because when we do this presentation, it's really not about me. It's not about the person that invited you here. It's about you. It's about where you want to go. What do you need in your life? How can we help you save? How can we take you to that place? Right? We want to give something to you. We don't want to take anything from you because life already takes enough. That's not what we're here to do, right? So if you could go anywhere, Hazel says Dubai, okay? Venice, Italy. I think I already knew that, Gerald. Okay, we got Philippines, we got Venice, Dubai, New Zealand, Australia, Dubai and France, Greece, Venice, Italy, Africa, Puerto Rico, Paris, Maldives, Egypt. Okay, I see a lot of Spain, Cartagena, Italy or Greece. Yes. All right, cool. Australia. Yeah, I already knew, Tashar. I already knew. Okay, this is great. This is a great starting point for us because, Jason, if you want to go to Dubai and you want to stay in a five-star hotel for 6 days and get breakfast daily, not only Jason, but Hazel, you want to go to Dubai. Who else? Ruth, you want to go to Dubai. Morris, you want to go to Dubai. Sharon, you want to go to Dubai. A lot of people here want to go to Dubai. So we're going to tell you exactly how you do it. You can utilize either your incentive trip that you get as soon as you join. Yes, Dubai is on that list. Yes, that is a trip for you plus one. Or you can get it through a world tour, which is a curated bucket list destination. So it's curated, meaning it's already set up for you. The entire stay is all set for you. We're going to be having breakfast daily. These aren't just your regular breakfast. This is an entire spread. And you're going to be able to get that for $379. And the funny thing about it is, y'all, I did a walkthrough because we don't just bring you into this membership and just leave you dangling to try to figure things out for your dear life. No, no, because there's so much here. We do a walkthrough with you when you join so that you know exactly where you can go to find what. So when I was walking this young lady who just joined last Wednesday through the portal and we were going through the world tours, you can see Dubai, and I can show you this later. Dubai is $49 in May because our May world tours are already up. So it is always something that we are looking at. We're always going into our world tours to see what's available, to see what the price fluctuations is. So when they go down, we've seen Dubai for $9. We've seen Dubai for $1. It's possible. And again, we can show you, right? But let's say you wanted to go to Jamaica at a 5-star resort for 5 days and all inclusive. That's 579, y'all. All inclusive. That includes all of your meals and your drinks. Yes, for you and a plus one. But, but I know that a lot of you guys, the elders, okay, Gerald, who else said it? Who else said it? Tracy, who else said it? Who else? Who else? Who else? I could have swore Will. Y'all want to go to Venice, Italy. All right, cool. Let's go. We can stay for 5 days and get breakfast included, plus a glass factory tour, and we can go for 249. And when I say we all can go. Okay. Me plus one, you plus one, you plus one, you plus one. We can all do this in Venice, Italy for 249. Y'all, this thing, it just gets better and better. And I'm going to prove it to you. I told you earlier that you can go to Vegas and you can stay for one night for $15. Well, guess what? You can also choose a world tour in Vegas for 5 nights, 5 days, 4 nights for $19. $19. Now, I don't know about you. I can stay for one night for 15, or I can stay 5 nights in a 5-star hotel for 19. I guess I'm gonna probably choose that, right? Or if I want to go to Hawaii. Did somebody in here say Hawaii? I could have swore I saw at least one Hawaii there. At least one Hawaii. I know somebody said it. Somebody said it up in here. 5-star hotel for 5 days and 4 nights. Breakfast included. $499 for you and a plus one. But here's the kicker, y'all. I need you to, if you would just humor me one more time. I love interactivity. I need for you to write down 399 in the chat. Just if you could write it in the chat for me, I would just, it would just make my day. It really would, because I need you to see something. And I always feel like when you write it down, you feel it better, right? It just, it reverberates. Just like I've always heard that when you write something down and you just feel it more. I see it in the chat. I see it in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for humoring me. Yes. $399. Boom. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Remember, I told you my parents' maintenance fee for their timeshare is $1,000? Do y'all know that dinner in New York City is going to run you about $70 per night, right? So for 5 nights, when I do the math on that, $70 times five. I want you to see it. You can see it right here. It's $350, y'all. You spending about $350 in food. I did not even include Uber. Didn't include your Ubers or your Lyfts or your taxis, however you're getting around. I didn't include lunch because you got to eat lunch. I certainly didn't include any shopping for miscellaneous items. So when I tell you that you can get to New York and stay in a 5-star hotel for $399 and dinner typically runs you 350, you can go to New York for almost less than the cost of your meals for the week. That is the type of savings that you get. When I tell you that my mom's maintenance fee for her timeshare that I know some of y'all have experienced is $1,000 per year, 399 for a 5-star hotel. And let me, and my, by the way, my mom hasn't even been to that timeshare in about 6 years. Okay. So that's $6,000 over the past 6 years, $6,000 that's out the window for that timeshare. And you can go to New York for a 5-star hotel, which would typically run you 25 to 5,000 or 6,000 or $7,000 for a 5-star hotel. You can get that with this membership for $399. So then when I tell you that the membership is less than that at a one-time fee of $269, let me tell you something. What you are sitting on right now is solid gold. The person who brought you here tonight is saving you a lifetime of money. Okay? A lifetime of money. As you can see here, we have 3 membership levels. We have the small, the medium, and the one we have that everybody gets. which is the platinum, right? You can see the cost per each, but the platinum is where it's at because it offers the most discounts and it has the most return on investment because it makes you the most money when you refer it out to people. Yes, you can earn income per referral, and we're going to tell you how to do that. This 135, yes, the company can pay for that monthly membership for you. I joined last year. I never paid that monthly. So you're going to get these better than travel agent rates, world tours up to 80% off, getaways up to 80% off. So you can see Dubai for $9. You can see Dubai for $49. You can see New York for $399, which is again less than the cost of dinner for the week. Certainly less than you would pay if you went to any other booking site and tried to book a five-star hotel for 5 days and 4 nights, right? But here's the thing: how does the company pay that monthly? How does that happen? How? How does that work? Why do they do that? Well, it's simple. You referred three people. Now the company pays you $4.45 per day, and that takes care of the monthly membership. It pays the monthly membership for you. Why does this happen? How? Why is the company giving back to me? Right? Well, here's the gotcha. The company doesn't advertise because I told you in the beginning that this was exclusive. You had to be invited here in order to get here. You have to get someone's link in order to join. So what you should do right now is you should be getting the link from the person who brought you here so you can go ahead and sign up today and start saving because I'm going to tell you the first thing that we show you when you get into this membership is how to potentially cut your phone bill in half. If there is anybody who is in this chat who has had their phone bill cut by half a percentage, please drop the receipts in the chat so that people can see how you get an immediate ROI as soon as you join this membership. The first thing that you should be saying right now is send me your link, sign me up right now. I'm in, I'm platinum. And guess what, y'all? I probably shouldn't say this, but for people who sign up right now, in this moment right here, today, while we're on this call, you're not only going to get the incentive trip that you would get when as soon as you join, you're also going to get a cruise for not just one, but two. All right. That is from me to you. So you join today at the platinum membership while we are on this call because somebody sent you their link. You're also going to get a free cruise for you and a plus one. But I think that there is no better way. And I told you again, we don't advertise, right? The company can funnel that money back to the members. But I think the best person to come up here tonight who is literally in the business of helping people earn more than they earned last year is somebody who has been such a blessing to so many people. Her presence, her personality, she is giving, but she's also wise. She is a big sister, but she's also still humble. She's just someone who is a light, and light attracts light. So if you're here, it's because somebody saw the light in you, just like someone saw the light in her. Boomy, welcome to the stage. I just want to say thank you once again. Thanks, y'all, for humoring me. And I'm going to let Boomy take it from here.
Hey, y'all, let's give it up to Richie. Let's give him some hand claps, some hearts, some fire emojis, because every time he brings this information, guys, he just brings it. People feel it in their hearts and they know it is the best lifestyle membership on the planet and it just makes sense. There really is no downside to this. Now, I get the privilege of sharing about the money. Richie, it says my screen is paused. I don't know if there's anything you need to do or I need to do to be able to share my screen. I'm gonna do stop and do it over. and do this over again and see if I can share now. But guys, do me a favor. If you're open-minded to making more money, put in the chat, show me the money. And just like Richie, I'm going to look and I'm going to see, do we have any money motivated people out here with me? Type in the chat, show me the money, because I need to know who I'm talking to. Let's see. Marva says, show me the money. Will says, show me the money. Who else wants to see the money? I got you, John. I got you, Jerry. I got you, Lourdes. What guests want to see the money? All right, I got your iPhone. Alicia. All right, wonderful, guys. So, this is my favorite part when Richie asked, what brought you here? I said, I love to travel and I wanted residual income. Literally, ladies and gentlemen, this was an answer to prayer for me a year ago. October 28th is the day I joined Travorium. And again, it was something that I prayed for, $25,000 a month in residual. I said, Lord, I need it quick, and you know how to get it to me. And so, just like Richie was introduced by Tia Santiago, I too was in Dubai. Tia was the answer to my prayer, shared this with me, and the rest is history. So, guess all of us have a story of how we were introduced. And so, just like Richie and I thank Tia, you're going to be thanking the person who invited you. So, if you are allergic to money, put a zero in the chat. If you're allergic to money, put a zero in the chat. Now, hopefully, I don't see anybody putting zeros in the chat, because if you're allergic to money, you probably don't have much or won't have much. But we're here tonight to help you to really get in tune with abundance being your birthright. Get in tune with having a prosperity consciousness. Because when we look out in the landscape of America and probably other countries too, you should see that the handwriting on the wall says multiple streams of income are no longer a luxury, it is a necessity. If you agree with multiple streams of income being a necessity, I want you to type I do. Everyone on here should agree with this. And a lot of times people wait until some catastrophe happens, till they lose some benefits, till they lose their job to try to scramble to make another stream of income. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's just smart business. It's just a smart thing to do in life to make hay while the sun is shining. So, right now, if you already have a lot of money, if you're already in business, if you have a stream or two of income, guys, you need to add on another one because money gives us options. And so let me get into this compensation plan that is heavy on the residual. I want you to make your mind like a parachute, ladies and gentlemen. A parachute only works when it's what? When it is open. And I want you to have an open mind. And I'm going to show you how, with this compensation plan, you can have a small team, but a big check. That is what got me. You see, being in business and network marketing, I have in the past built teams of multiple thousands of people. But when I saw this compensation plan, I was like, oh my gosh, is this real? You can get to a six-figure income with this small amount of work and effort. So let's get right into it. Richie showed you how you could save on your current bills, your cell phone bill, save on your car insurance, your renter's insurance, appliances, dining, shopping. There's so much money to be freed up. We like to show people first how to save on their current bills to free up money to pay for their already value filled membership. And once that is done, the other way to get this 135 monthly taken care of, ladies and gentlemen, is to refer three people at the same platinum membership level where you are. And guess what? Now you are earning as much money as the membership costs. Now I want you to put in the chat the words daily pay. Put in daily pay because I'm going to show you how you can wake up to money in your e-wallet 7 days a week. So there's 8 billion people in the world. Do you think you could find three people who want to save money, who want to make money, who want to travel more, travel better, and travel for less. I want you to shake your head up and down like this. Absolutely, yes, you can. And if you think you can't, I want to let you know that you can. You can find three and you can find 33 because there are a whole lot of people now who are looking to have a better lifestyle, who are looking to have more income without having to get another job. And so we're actually going to show you how to easily share this, share the resources that explain it, get them on a Zoom like this, and you will have people saying, man, I want what you all have. I want more money. I want more travel. I want five-star places for two-star prices. And then we're going to take just the 15 minutes to enroll people. And as Richie said, if you're a guest on here tonight, if you want that free cruise, or even if there wasn't a free cruise, you should be hungry for what you've seen. And text the person right now and say, send me your link. So, with those first three people, you're going to get a $50, what we call direct sales bonus. 50, 50, 50. You got $150 back right as you refer those first three. But guess what? We're in a special month, and our CEO has extended the double momentum bonus. And what does that mean for you guests? That means until November the 14th, that $50 bill that you really liked, we're going to turn that into a $100 bill. So, for those three, if you refer them by November the 14th, guess what? 100, 100, 100, $300. Datria was saying, hey, my grandkids are going to have a really great Christmas, extra Christmas money. That's the heart of our CEO. So you would have $300 back to you. But guess what else is going to do? It's going to open up this daily pay at $4.45 a day. Now you may be saying 45, 445, is that it? Folks, that's a whole lot because when you multiply that times 30, guess what that is? It's enough to cover this phenomenal membership. So now again, it's not coming out of your pocket. I'm just like Richie. I never paid it, not once. As soon as I saw this, oh, it checked all the boxes. It just made sense. So guess what I started doing? Immediately, I started sharing this with people and people started enrolling. I got that 445, man. I was so happy. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it works." Just like they said it does. I got 445 in my back office. But guess what happened? The 445 over 30 days plus the bonus money, it covered the next 135. But did you think I wanted to stay at $4.45 a day? Of course not, because when I joined this, now this was just me and how I wanted to roll, but I was looking minimum multiple six-figure income. So I just want y'all to kind of dream with me here tonight. And when I talk about dream, I don't mean dreaming when you're sleeping and wake up and life is the same. I mean turning your dreams into reality. There are people in this company making millions of dollars. There are people in this company making a half a million, making hundreds of thousands. Why not you? It should not always be, oh, them, look at them on stage, oh, hand clap for somebody else. Yes, we want to applaud other people, but I want you to know if they can, we can. If I can, you can. If Richie can, if Tia can, if Cynthia can, you absolutely can. And so we made the decision. We're not staying at Platinum Director. We want to keep sharing this awesome membership with other people. And before we knew it, guess what? We had 8 members in our left team, 8 members in our right team. Why? Because the people that we referred, they wanted theirs to be free. They kept sharing it with other people. And guess what we did? We shared it with more people. 1-star director. We found ourselves there, waking up to $10 a day. Excited, y'all. This is residual. The average 1-star makes about $500 a month, between $500 and $700 a month. That's enough to pay a car payment, enough to loosen up the financial belt so people wouldn't have to get a part-time job. But don't just take it from me. I need Mo to come up. Mo is a 1-star director. He came in, I don't know, maybe about 8 months or so ago. Mo, you achieved the documented position of 1-star. Tell us about waking up to that $10 a day and share a couple of your other savings testimonies with us, Mo.
Absolutely. Thank you, Boomy, for allowing me to share. And again, thank you, Richie, for doing a great presentation. So I actually took a look at this business a little less than a year ago, and I originally wanted to take a look at it because of the travel savings. But one thing I found out was I was saving money so many different ways. I actually saved money on my car insurance. I saved 768 dollars over a year on my car insurance. I actually saved on a excursion that I went on for a cruise. I saved $500 there. I saved $240 on the dishwasher. I just switched over my cell phone bill, and now I'm saving about $60 a month there. So there are so many different savings that I found in this business. We just came back from Punta Cana in September. Me and my wife and a couple of my business partners, we went there for 5 days, 4 nights, all inclusive for $349. Now, I mean, this business just makes too much sense. The savings is off the chart. And really, that $10 a day really helped me where I can go to different places whenever I travel. I can use my Travorium pay card to go ahead and pay for some of those extracurricular activities. So, if you're taking a look at this for the first time, this is it. This is it. I'm
Yes.
here to stay. I love this opportunity. Thank you for allowing me to share, Boom.
And thank you for sharing, Mo. I feel the same way, y'all. This is it. This is like the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. This is everything and a bag of chips. Let me tell you, I know this industry. People bring me businesses literally every day to look at, and nothing compares to Travorium. Every day that I've been here for the last year, I've never had one day of buyer's remorse. One day of, I don't know if I should have. Like every day has been full of gratitude. And so after one comes what? Comes two. And so people keep sharing. And as we know, the next thing you've got to do is find yourself as a two-star director. 25 members on the left team, 25 members on the right team. Guess you're not doing this yourself. This is not selling. This is incentivized sharing. Have you ever been to a movie and told somebody? Have you ever been to a good restaurant and that person went on your recommendation? Now, did Paramount or that restaurant ever send you a check? Shake your head like this. No, they did not. You still waiting for that money. Well, when you share this awesome lifestyle membership, you are going to receive the money we're talking about right now. As a two-star, you're waking up to $25 every day. You get up to a $750 monthly two-star bonus. You get a beautiful championship Super Bowl ring for being a two-star director. I'm telling you guys, this is common money, extra income. You didn't have to ask your boss for a raise. You didn't have to go get a part time job. You're home with your family, with your kids, doing what you do, but you got that little, traveling lifestyle business on the side that's bringing you in comma money in this from this $10 trillion industry. And guess what happens after you do two-star? Three-star comes next. We heard that Richie just made three-star last night. 63 members on his left team, 63 members on the right team. Where does that come from? People fall in love with this membership because it's doing for them just like it did for Mo. It's saving their family money is putting money back in their pocket. And so now you're waking up to $70 every single day. Now, I got to see if my mother is out here because I love her testimony. She's 80 years young. She decided when I shared this with her, she said, Boomy, I want to do this. I want to create more memories with you and I want to make more money. So let me see if she's out there. Ma, you out there with us?
I'm here, Boomy.
Real quick, is it real? Tell us about three-star and share your testimony.
Oh, yes, it is definitely real. And I did wake up to $70. But honey, let me just tell you, even before, because I just got three-star. But I just want to say that the thing that really got me, and I have shared this before, is that I was only after 40 years of, working off and on, I was getting and still getting $2,000 a month from Social Security. And so then when you introduced me to this, and I knew I needed more extra income, I knew I like having fun. I love traveling. Well, after 11 months in this business, I started making 2000. Of course, now that I'm a three-star, I'll be making more. But guys, I just cannot get, I'll probably be an ambassador talking about that $2,000 because I could not get over the fact that $2,000, 40 years, $2,000 in 11 months. I mean, it just blows my mind. I cannot understand why anyone would not want to do this business,
Mhm.
especially when you have so many businesses out here that are here today and gone tomorrow. And here you have a stable 14-year-old company. You don't have to worry about your residual income. All right, do what you've been doing, but you better slide this in.
I know
Back to
that's
you,
right.
Boom.
Awesome, awesome, man. You heard it from my mother. I'm excited. Ain't no stopping her now. We just came back from one of those getaways that Richie was telling you about, a staycation at a two-bedroom condo at the Club Wyndham, a timeshare property. Did we have to take a tour? No. Did we have to own? Of course not. But because of this membership, we got to stay at the timeshare property for pennies on the dollar and enjoyed our staycation just 45 minutes down the road from our house. Again, me and my mom creating memories together. That's what this is about, guys. Memories for you and your family. So it doesn't stop at three-star because guess what happened? For me, about 2 weeks ago or so, I crossed over to that four-star director every day, waking up to $100 a day. That is minimal. The other day, it was a $290 day. Why? Because not only do you get the daily pay, but there's something in the compensation plan, ladies and gentlemen, called coded bonuses. What does that mean? Well, think about this. On your job, that just over broke, that being on the journey of the broke, being jerked out of bed, whatever you want to call it. But I'm just being facetious because we know jobs help us to stay in business while you're building a business. So there's definitely a place for your job. However, on a job, you don't get paid unless you work. You work 8 hours, you get paid 8 hours. You don't work, you don't get paid. My mentor Bob Proctor says that linear income is one of the worst ways to make money. So let's open up your mind and let's talk about leveraged income. Oh, wealthy people like that L word, leverage. Leverage is the ability for you to make more and more with less and less. Let me break it down for you. This compensation plan gives you the ability to make more and more money with less and less of your own work and effort. Now, we're not saying that we don't share. We're not saying that we don't put in the work. But what we're saying is now you are going to be getting paid as other people share. That's the beauty of this, guys. This isn't about sales. This is about, again, incentivized sharing. As a four-star, waking up every day to that $100. But guess what? It's not going to stop there because after four-star director comes the coveted position of ambassador. Just 188 members on your left team, 188 on your right team. I want to let you guys know in this industry, 376 is a small team for a six-figure income. Small team, big check. Type that in the chat. Small team, big check. There's no way, nowhere that you can go in this industry at this small price point of getting started for just $370 and be able to make a six-figure income with a team that has grown to only 300 and some people. It is unheard of. We've got the real deal Holyfield thing in our hands, guys. Don't take it for granted. So you're waking up to that $140 a day, but the reason why it's a six-figure income is because of this. You get to override the whole entire company as an ambassador with the global bonus pool money. So remember, we told you this company is doing business in 80 plus countries. So we've got France that's booming. We got Russia that's booming. We've got Australia that's putting itself on the map now. We've got the UK. And so all of these countries, people are sharing Travorium. All of these countries are bringing in revenue. And when you get to ambassador, you get to share in the revenue of all of these countries. But you may still be here in the US, or maybe you're in Australia and you get to make money from what the people in the US do. I'm telling you, folks, the heart of David Hart, the CEO, is this. Maybe you'll have some problems, but he doesn't want money to be one of them. He is curating this so we can have more and more ambassadors, more and more people having luxury experiences, more and more people having that millionaire mindset so that they can manifest the millions of dollars into their family's lifestyle. We have his wife, Adela Hart, leading up the Millionaires Girlfriends movement. A millionaire, multimillionaire female wanting to show other females how it's done. On our team, we're starting M3, the Millionaire Men's Movement, so we can get the men to rally around that seven-figure earner income as well. But listen, guys, here's the bottom line. Maybe you just want to be here for $500 a month. Maybe you want 5,000, maybe you want 500,000. I don't know. But the daily pay starts at that 445 a day, but it goes all the way up to $3,200 a day. It's here on the table for you. You get to decide how much you want. And we're going to help you every step of the way. And so, as you heard my mother say, we don't understand why everyone wouldn't be saying yes, yes, yes to this. We showed you how it doesn't cost you anything. You let the cost of the business come out of your profits, not out of your pockets. The tax deductions alone are going to put $2,000 to $10,000 back into your pocket because of all the write-offs that you have. So, as I conclude, let me tell you, this 14-year-old company is experiencing some crazy momentum. I mean, people are joining. We just had on our team what we call October Takeover. We had record amount of promotions, people ranking up. Now, this is no limit November. We want you to take the limits off. We want you to stop that low stinking thinking and just be able to think more expansively, more abundantly, knowing that whatever the mind of a man or a woman can believe, he or she can what? Achieve. So here with us, with the Rich Life team, with the Bit Group team, Billionaires in Training, we can truly help you live out whatever your heart's desire is through this vehicle of Travorium. So now this is what we want you to do. You're either going to be a one or two or three. Now, some of you have already texted the person who invited you and said, send me your link. They're going to walk you through the 15 minutes of getting set up. But if you haven't reached out to them yet, every once in a while, we may get somebody who's a number one, and they're like, you know what? I don't need to save any money. I don't want to make any money. I don't want to travel. I don't want to save money my phone bill. I'm the Grinch that stole Christmas. I don't want nothing. I don't like nothing. If that's you, you are a one. And you can feel free to leave. We thank you for staying for the whole presentation. And maybe you want to let the person know that, hey, I'm a one, you're not interested. But let me tell you what the most people do. They say they're either a two or three. Now we have some people who are two who say, man, this looks good. I mean, $276, $269 for this membership. It just makes sense. Putting money back in my pocket. Now I'm traveling and seeing all these beautiful places for pennies on the dollar. I want to be a customer. If that's you and you just want to be a customer, put a two in the text message that you're going to send to the person who invited you. But the lion's share of us, guys, we were threes. If you are a three, if you were a three, type a three in the chat. Almost everybody is a three. If you are a three, send that to the person who invited you. And a three is somebody who says, man, I want it all. I want to travel more, travel better, and travel for less. I want to save money on every way I do life. I want to also make money. I want that residual income. No, I'm not allergic to money. I can use more of it. I can't pay my mortgage with chickens. I can't barter like back thousands of years ago. I need the cash. I want money and more of it. The Bible says the Lord God gives us the power to get wealth. Mia said, small team, big check. That's what we are talking about. We're going to show you every step of the way. And so, last final thing, ladies and gentlemen, For those of you who say, I'm a three, you're not just joining, you're getting positioned. Now, I've seen people who kind of slow rolled it. Oh, I'm going to see. Let me wait a couple weeks and make sure. If you snooze, you lose. Because in our system, when you get positioned tonight, the people coming in after you who you didn't even bring in, who maybe the person who shared this with you is bringing in, they get to potentially fall underneath of you. And you get to rank up from people that you didn't even bring in. We call it spill. So people get to fall underneath of you from what the people above you are doing. Jerry, Hosea said, send me your link. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Follow Hosea. Text a person and say, send me your link. And so get yourself positioned because this has no downsides. It just checks all the boxes. You would have never found a solid, stable, debt free company like this and a phenomenal team like this. So, with that, Richie, I'm going to swing it back over to you. Guests, welcome to our family, the Rich Life and Big Group. Welcome to Travorium. We're going to help you every step of the way. Tonight at 9 o'clock, there is a corporate update Zoom. If you want to get on that and hear the vision of the company and seeing all the people who are ranking up and all of that. But the first and primary thing you want to do is lock in your spot and get your website up. With that, Richie, I'm turning it back to you. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Bunmi, and thank you to everybody that has tuned in, tapped in, and is so turned on to what we are doing here. If someone has said send me your link, y'all go ahead and get them the link because I'm gonna actually show you what you can actually do with this membership. And again, like I said, this is what we like to call show and tell. I always think, working in TV, we always hear that you can tell an audience something, but it is so very different when you can show them something. And so when I said that you wanted to go to wherever it was, so when I open up this chat and I look and I go back through the numbers and I see where you all said that you wanted to go, and you tell me that you wanted to go to, oh, I don't know, Italy, right? As soon as you join within 14 days, you are going to have access to these incentive locations. What are these? These are going to be your gift from the company just for joining. Yes. So you want to go to Italy, you can spend 5 days and 4 nights in Rome. If you wanted to go to Venice, you can spend 5 days and 4 nights there. You wanted to go to Milan, that's possible. The Amalfi Coast is possible. I want to show you what else is possible because there are places like the Maldives that were just recently added within the past few months. 5 days and 4 nights. Do you know the cost for these types of 4 and 5 star hotels that you're going to get access to in the Maldives would typically run you five, six, seven, eight, nine, $10,000 or more. I've seen prices for up to $15,000 for the Maldives. And so if you know, you know. And trust me, you want to be there. Or if you wanted to, let's say, I don't know, go and potentially meet up with Tia, who is in Thailand right now, you can do that, right? Why? Because you have access to your incentive trip within 14 days. You too can be in Bangkok. You too can spend 8 days and 7 nights in Koh Samui. You can go to Phuket, Pattaya. These options are now available to you. I just got back from Tanzania. I went to Zanzibar. I spent a week there. You can do the same for 5 days and 4 nights on the company. For those of you guys that wanted to go to Dubai, remember I told you I would show you how to get there. This is one of the ways that you can do it with this trip that is your gift for joining. All you do is pay the taxes and fees. That's it. That's it. 5 days, 4 nights, 4 and 5 star hotels. You can see them here as soon as you join. They're available to you to do within the 14 days. After that, you're good to go. So all of these locations are yours. All right. So I wanted you to see, just like I said, one of the ways that you could potentially join, one of the ways that you can do this thing that we are all doing right now. Okay. So I'm going to show you just a few more things before we go, because again, like I said, I want to be able to show you, and I always feel like we can show you better than we can tell you. So right now, I'm going to go into what we call our world tours. And remember, I talked to you guys about this earlier. And don't worry, because I'm going to also show you really quick before we go the ways that you can save on your everyday life expenses. So stick around for just a few more minutes. And this also gives time for anyone who is joining to get access to that free cruise for you and a plus one. All right. All right. So when I told you earlier, and I got to show you this because you got to see it to believe it. You have got to see it to believe it. These world tours are available for each month of the year, right? And so, as you can see, there are plenty of destinations that you can choose from. Some places you may have heard of, and some places that you may not have heard of. Also, I wanted to go back and mention those incentive location trips, they are also within the United States. So, we do have Hawaii, we have Puerto Rico, we have places within the US, we have Boston, Atlanta, Nashville. Those are places that you can also access. But another way that you can also search for the vacation of your dreams at a fraction of the cost is to come into the world tours. And remember, I told you guys earlier that we had seen some great prices for Dubai. I told you that we actually saw Dubai for $49 today, earlier today. And the proof is here. We can see Dubai for the 12th through the 18th of May for $49 for you and your plus one. But that's not all. There are more Dubais for $49. We actually have Rio de Janeiro just added to this world tour list. We didn't have that before. So we're constantly getting new locations that you have access to. And these are not the only ways that you can book your travel. But because we always like to tell you that this is more than just travel, I think it's time that I show you a little bit more, right? So we're going to go into what we call our entertainment portal, or what we like to call Plum Benefits. Now, Plum Benefits is where you are going to listen. When we say that you can find everything from the basement to Bali in this, we literally mean that. So when you come here, you're going to go into your shopping deals. And for those of you guys who are saying to yourselves, okay, I need to get an immediate investment. How do I do that? How do I get an immediate return on my investment? I'm going to show you. If you haven't been satisfied just yet, here is where we tell you go and see if you can get your cell phone bill reduced, like so many of our members do, right? You can go to T-Mobile, you can go to Verizon, you can go to AT&T and find different ways to save. Whether you are an employee of Apple or not, it doesn't matter to us because we still get the Apple Employee Purchase Discount Program, and we're not even Apple employees, y'all. We have so much here. These are additional perks to what you already get with the membership. You can find all of those items here. Everyday items you can find in the Plum Benefits area. You need some appliances for the home. You can find 50% off Frigidaire. You can find 50% off of Electrolux. These are, again, everyday items, things that you need for your home. It's all right here. All of these shopping deals are yours for the choosing. Automotive, gift cards, financial wellness, office space. We even have estate planning that was 50% off in our Plum Benefits platform. And you can also choose shows. You want to go to see Brandy and Monica, you can go get your tickets here. We had Beyonce pre-sale tickets available to us when no one else was able to get them. Whatever it is that you want to see, we have shows, we have football games, all of these things you have access to that you can get discounts for. So when you see the word deals, just know that these are all deals on cruises, movie tickets. Just choose whatever city you either live in or you're going to, and you can find the deal in that city. What's going on in Atlanta? What's happening there? What's going on in Houston, Texas? What's happening there? You can find all of those things here. Not only that, but you can also do hotels, theme parks, car rentals, and travel, right? You can get to all of those things here in Plum Benefits. So, again, this is just another one of the ways that we can do whatever it is that we're looking to do with this membership to save money. We told you at the beginning that you would be able to travel more, travel better, and travel for less. But I also told you that you would be able to live more, live better, and live for less. And this is just the beginning, right? Because there is more. I'm just going to give you a couple of more things before we get off the line and you guys go, you sign up, you get started, and we walk you through this thing and we show you how we do life over here. I want to go into dining and shopping dollars because this is super important. The member that I was doing the walkthrough earlier tonight, earlier today before we got on, she had already started exploring her dining and shopping dollars. What are these? Well, you get 100 dining and shopping dollars every single month, y'all. So what does that mean for you? That means, as you can see here, reward dollars per month. I've gotten mine for the month. I'm going to get some more next month, and they're just going to continue to accrue. I can literally go back here and save on local deals in my area. All I have to do is click to find out what's happening in the area. And boom, zip code pops up here, and I can find whatever it is that I need based on any of these categories right here. We found $10 off LA Fitness memberships last week. So many things that are back here, automotive, whatever it is that you need, we can find it, right? At Ford, $100 savings. Like Safe Light, getting your windshield wiper changed, $20 savings. These savings add up. So these $100 equate to savings dollars that you get every single month that you can use however you want. You want to get gifts for someone else? Great. You want to provide an incentive to someone just for coming out and listening to us tell them about how we can make their life better with this membership? You can utilize those privileges here. There are so many ways to save within this membership. When I tell you that, y'all, it just honestly gets better and better. I personally, there is no way I would ever live without this membership at this point in time. There is absolutely no way. There is nothing you could do to take me away from this membership because it honestly saves you so much in so many different ways. And it gives you access to so many things that it's honestly impossible to ignore. And what I will tell you is this before we sign off, y'all. Those who wait will end up watching. I want to leave you with that. And the reason I say that is you're hearing about this now in November of 2025. I guarantee you by February, January, February, March, you're going to hear about it from someone else. You're going to hear about it from another person, from another person, from another person. And you're going to look back to this moment, November 3rd, and you're going to remember, dang, I should have done it then. How many people in this chat heard about this and didn't jump the first time they heard it? And they wish that the moment they heard it, they had jumped on in because they ended up hearing about it again. They ended up thinking on it later. They ended up realizing this is what I needed. This was the sign that I was looking for. This was the thing that I was praying for. This was the opportunity that I had been hoping and looking for and searching for as things were slowly either falling apart or going wrong in my life. I was feeling like I needed something different and I was being led in a different direction. And you get to a point in life where you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision. And our hope is that you make a decision to do something different, to be something different, because this membership, it will change you for the better. I can't even tell you the amount of growth I have seen as a person, and I can with 100% certainty guarantee you that anybody who invited you has already seen as well, no matter what state that they're in their journey of this membership. They will tell you that this has changed them for the better. It was the best decision that they made, or at least one of them. I guarantee you. So, like Tony T says, me, but I went with the people that shared it with me. That's what you want to do. You want to get the link from the person that shared it with you today. And whether you ruminate over it tonight or you take advantage of the cruise that we are offering you today, the bottom line is this: those who wait will end up watching. Trust and believe. And what we don't want to do at this point in time is we don't want the train to leave the station without you. So, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, again, tapping in and being turned on to what we had to share with you tonight. And the great thing about what we do is we get to continue to share this with more and more people who see the vision for themselves. And that's what we do. We work with people who see a vision for themselves. And sooner or later, you will catch the vision. Gerald says the elders are on the train. Congratulations. Oh, did the elders hop on the train already? Did the elders say yes? Are the elders with us? Yes, 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 yes. We want to congratulate the elders for making a decision, a simple decision. That's really all it is. And we are so excited to embrace the elders. Thank you so much for hearing us out, for hearing what we had to say, and for taking the opportunity that was granted to you today to gain access to living life a better way. We want to say thank you. And we're so excited to embrace you. Like I said, we're excited to do a walkthrough with you to show you exactly how this membership works. We're excited to give you so much information that you can utilize to start saving. We're excited to help you choose your incentive trip. We're so excited to help you book that cruise that you're going to get as well. We are so super excited to do this thing called life with you. And the great thing about it is, as everybody here can attest, you are never alone in this journey with us. You are never alone in this journey with us. So we want to welcome you into the family, and we are super excited to have you here. And we can't wait to get a chance to travel with you. Hopefully, you guys will come with us to Orlando in February and we'll all get a chance to meet and fellowship like we always do when we get together. When we get together, y'all, it is like family. It's like magic. It's like magic. So if you can imagine the excitement on this call in person, then that is what you are in store for, and anybody else who decides to join. So again, thank you to shout out to Gerald, to Shara for your podcast. Shout out to the elders. Bunmi, amazing as always. Tia, thank you for blessing us all with this opportunity. Your yes changed the game for all of us. Also want to shout out Mama Jerry, like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And to everybody else on their journey, y'all. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. We got what? At least 8 more weeks before the end of the year. Let's go out there and do it up. Let's live like the people are watching us dance and we don't care. All right? Let's do it. With that being said, y'all, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, tuning in and just being turned out tonight. I really, really appreciate the love and support. And with that being said, we will catch you guys later. Tune in at 9 for the corporate call, y'all. If you get a chance, the elders, you now have access to that corporate call as well, and you can hear all the great things that this company is doing. All right. With that being said, I want to say good night, y'all.
Good night, Richie.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night, Richie.
Thank you.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Awesome presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Night, everybody.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.